Hey guys, LevelCap here, and this week in gaming, two big franchises fight to get out the door. Apex Legends is getting better anti-cheat, Scavengers removes its Twitch drop system, and much more. The battle to get a game released between Call of Duty and Battlefield is heating up. Rumors are buzzing that Activision has canceled this year's Call of Duty game and will instead release a Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remaster. They also moved Crash 4 developer Toys for Bob into a support role on Warzone. That brings the total number of studios working on the Call of Duty franchise up to 9. That's literally every major Activision studio all working on one property. Likewise, EA are throwing 4 studios at Battlefield 6 with a 5th studio developing a Battlefield mobile game and will soft launch this summer. With so much going on for both franchises and Battlefield 6 on the verge of an official reveal, the anticipation is reaching a fever pitch. We expect DICE to release a reveal trailer for Battlefield 6 sometime this month. It'll probably be around the 11th, which is when they have their next investor call scheduled. There have been tons of rumors and leaks floating around suggesting the game will be set in the near future, offer enhanced destruction, dynamic weather systems that can cause map-wide destruction events, full weapon customization, 128 player modes, a battle royale mode, and much more. That said, the closer we get to the proper reveal, the more holes get poked in these rumors. A post on Reddit claims several things about the game, including a teaser was due out this week. Friday came and went with no teaser, which means that rumor is probably unfounded. There's still a chance that a teaser could happen today or tomorrow, but it seems highly unlikely. Either way, we won't have to wait long. As for Call of Duty, if the rumors about this year's entry in the franchise are true, it would be the first time in 16 years that Activision missed a release. Aside from Modern Warfare, the past few Call of Duty games have been embroiled in developer controversy. Black Ops 4 reportedly had an open-world campaign that was scrapped late in development and repurposed as the Blackout Battle Royale mode. Black Ops Cold War was originally going to be a different game co-developed by Raven and Sledgehammer, but it was given to Treyarch and turned into a Black Ops entry at some point in 2019. While those big shifts in direction were primarily due to creative differences, this year's game is being developed during a global pandemic. Assuming these rumors about COD 2021 being cancelled are true, it's likely because the pandemic delayed production. Ultimately, the moral of these stories is don't trust leaks and rumors. Game development is a long and complicated process. Even when they're genuine, leaks can paint an incomplete picture of what's really going on behind the scenes. Likewise, the rumors about Battlefield 6 make up the bulk of what people are basing their expectations on. In terms of official info, Battlefield 6 could be a Civil War era game for all we know. Temper your expectations. Now, in terms of stuff that we actually do know, Warzone players are getting the Tortured and Rescued All Their Skin for free because of all the issues with progress tracking during the event. Unlocking the skin required completing a series of challenges in Warzone, but those challenges have been broken since they were added. Raven did fix the issue though, so all those unlocks should unlock properly now. As for what we know about Battlefield, EA's Chief Studios Officer revealed this year's game will offer new modes that support those crazy sandbox only in Battlefield moments. She didn't give any details about what those new modes might be though. Titanfall 2's free-to-play weekend has been a smash hit. It's currently sitting at over 26,000 concurrent players, double its previous all-time record. The hype is real for the franchise thanks to Apex Legends getting Titanfall-themed content with its next event and season. Hopefully Titanfall 2's resurgence isn't short-lived. As for Apex, Respawn confirmed major improvements are coming to the game's anti-cheat system. The next event for the game kicks off on the 4th, adding a new hero, an updated version of Olympus, and a permanent 3v3 team deathmatch. It's likely the update will also include several anti-cheat improvements. A dev for the game said as much during a Twitch stream, but didn't specify what improvements are being made. Apparently, DDoSing has become a big enough issue that Respawn are pursuing legal action against people caught doing it. Respawn also posted an extensive blog post covering Apex's networking. Over the years, players have complained that the game's slow server update rate of 20 updates per second is responsible for a wide variety of hit registration issues. The blog post goes in depth on several issues, but discuss the update rate in great detail. The Cliff Notes version is because the game needs to update every player with everything happening across the entire map with every update. Those updates take a lot of bandwidth and data to transmit. If you think about it, being able to hear gunshots or abilities from across the map is actually pretty important in Apex. Server updates have to contain that info, otherwise you'd be in the dark about what's going on in the match. Increasing the update rate to 60 times per second would reduce latency by 3 frames, but triple the bandwidth required. And while the amount of data per second is way less than, say, a single megabyte, when you scale that up to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of concurrent players, we're talking about terabytes of data being transferred every second. Don't expect 60Hz servers on Apex anytime soon, but do expect Respawn to continue improving server issues like slowdown and hit detection. The launch of PvP and PvE game Scavengers was a bit rough. The game experienced major server issues that prevented players from logging in and causing instability during matches. The developers quickly fixed most of those problems, but they also ran out of Steam keys to give to people. The game is currently available on Steam, but requires getting a key either via Twitch drops or having players in early alpha tests. The amount of people getting these Twitch drops exceeded the number of Steam keys the developers had available, so they started giving out Epic Store keys instead. Obviously, that rubs some potential players the wrong way, given all the controversy over Epic's business practices and competition with Steam. The good news is that the developers have removed the Twitch drop key system entirely after resolving the server issues, and now anyone can download the game for free on Steam. By all accounts, the game is in a slightly rough state, but shows a lot of promise. We've covered it in the past, so let us know if you'd like an updated look at the game now that it's widely available. Microsoft are joining the Epic Games bandwagon and slashing their revenue cut to 12% for PC game sales on the Windows Store. Many believe Epic was the first distributor to offer a cut below 30% by only taking 12% of revenue, but Steam has offered tiered revenue cuts based on sales milestones for years. Other platforms, mainly indie ones, also take reduced cuts or no cuts at all. All that said, Microsoft reducing their cut is still great news. Many developers view these platforms as a little more than cloud storage, so them making 30% of every sale sounds absurd. Microsoft also released a preview of Halo Infinite's PC features. It'll support ultra-wide aspect ratios, advanced graphics options, crossplay, private matches, adjustable FOV, triple keyboard and mouse bindings, high refresh rate options, dynamic resolution scaling, performance overlays, and much more. Now, before I get to the final story this week, I hope your weekend is off to a good start. If there was any stories that you think we missed, leave them in the comments. I'll be back on Monday with a brand new episode of Today in Gaming. It sounds like players new to the roguelike genre are learning the hard way about Returnal's lack of saves. The game launches on Friday as a PlayStation 5 exclusive and has the traditional elements of popular roguelike games like no saves for individual runs or the ability to quit without losing progress. Returnal is one of the first games in the genre with the marketing and presentation of a AAA game, so for many Returnal players this is probably their first time playing a proper roguelike. The developers responded to a Reddit post asking for saves and a way to quit without losing progress by saying they hear the community but have nothing to announce. For people with limited time to play games, these features are vital to a positive experience, and it might be great to see wider adoption throughout the genre. But let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think being able to save a run and resume it later would ruin the spirit of games like Returnal, or is it an essential feature that you would appreciate having? Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.